set it, and Rich will put it down with some authority. A deep three from Andrews. Oh, make it rain, baby! Yes! Drives left, kicks it to the corner, to the left wing. The corner, or the wing three is up and good. Zoe Swallow dials it up from long range. Payoff pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball, center field. That's going to get out here if you lose. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball. That's going to get through the left side of the infield. And that's going to score another run. And that's going to be an RBI single. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. From beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana, MEC Conference Showdown here this evening as we welcome in the 10-7 and MEC Conference 1-2 Monroe Central Golden Bears as they take on your 13-6 and 6-0 in MEC Conference Wapahani Raiders. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Also, we've got sideline reporters Emily Manning with us here this evening, as well as Alexia Dobbs. So great to have them here this evening as we get right into things here with the Raiders Live pregame show presented by East Jackson Auto Sales, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So Wapahani, a big 5-set thriller on Monday night on the road at Daleville, in which the Raiders came out victorious there in that one. Against the Broncos team that played us tough, very tough actually, and pushed us to the brink there at the end, and the Raiders were able to come up with a 15-12 fifth set victory there to claim victory. But Wapahani was also 2-1 on the weekend last Saturday when they was on the road at the Leo Volleyball Invitational up north, just north of Fort Wayne. So a pretty good weekend right there for Wapahani. Got victories over Fort Wayne Snyder and Fort Wayne Blackhawk Christian. Did suffer defeat there to Leo. So again, coming off of really now 2 straight wins there against Fort Wayne Snyder and then Daleville, getting back at it tonight. We're looking forward to seeing what this Raider volleyball team continues to do. We're now, past the halfway point of the regular season. This is technically senior night. We recognize senior Lauren Ritz here this evening, but we'll also be having another game next Tuesday night here at home against Union. They're, I believe, in a varsity only matchup. So just, some information to kind of go off of right there. But really looking forward to see, with the momentum that they was able to establish here the last couple games, how do they continue to use that to their advantage and hopefully put on quite the display here this evening. Hopefully, again, without senior Lauren Rich, she will not be able to play here this evening, but hopefully first part of next week, again, she'll be back at it again. But again, it's how you respond to such adversity, and we'll see what happens. So nonetheless here, folks, we're going to step aside here for a quick break. We'll be back with more on our Raiders Live pregame show presented by East Jackson Auto Sales here on the WHS Network. Alrighty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network, and we're going to go ahead and send things on down here to Emily Manning. She is with head coach Valerie Wells here tonight.
Hi, I'm Emily Manning. I'm here with head coach Valerie Wells of Wapahani High School. Coming off a 5-set win the other night at Dovo, what are some thoughts coming into tonight's game against Monroe Central?
I just want our energy to stay high and our competitiveness and being able to continue to trust each other on the court.
Obviously, it will be tough to not have Lauren Rich on the floor tonight. So how does that affect this game tonight?
I think just mainly just affects the type of leadership and the type of finishing games out and seeing who can step up and replace that part.
Thank you. Back up to you.
All righty. Thank you, Emily, and thank you, head coach Valerie Wells, for spending a little bit of time here with us. As, again, it's going to be important to see, and I touched on it even before we went to break. It's going to be important to see how these Raiders are able to respond. With a little bit of adversity right there without having Lauren Rich. Obviously, Sophia Beeson, a thorn in anybody's side, the way she's able to hit the ball. But you've got to, you just can't rely on one person because eventually, your opponent's going to be able to key on that one person and, make it to where they're not going to play much of a factor. So now it's the surrounding cast that has now got to come up and come through in such crucial and dire situations right here. And I said it during the JV game earlier there in our pregame show, and how it's important that, even though the JV hasn't had quite the season they was hoping for right now, it's important for these girls to continue to work and get after it and get better, because you never know when your number's going to be called. And the same thing with this varsity team. It's important that every girl continues to get after and practice in every game, play with enthusiasm, because you just never know. You've got to stay ready. So when your number's called, you're going to be able to perform at the highest level right here for your Wapahani Raiders. So really looking forward to this one here tonight. Should be a great MEC Conference showdown coming up. Make sure to stay right here with us. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame show presented by East Jackson Auto Sales. We'll be back with the national anthem as well as tonight's rosters and the first serve here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, as we will take a look here at tonight's rosters. First and foremost here for the visiting side of the scoreboard, that's going to be for the Monroe Central Golden Bears. We've got number 8, Aubrey Johnson, number 11, McKenna Hendy, number 6, Maggie Haney, number 19, Jaslyn Short, number 13, Sydney Patterson, number 22, Hadley Hendrickson, number 14, Addie Grove, number 20, Cheyenne Bennett, number 3, Liz Chamberlain, number 2, Adriana Burris, number 7, Sophia Bolton, and number 21, Reagan Quattlebaum. Again, Zoe Keels, the head coach for the Bears. Here for Wapahani, as usual, we got number 1, Callie Parker, number 2, Cammie Rivers, number 3, Anne-Marie Gibson, number 4, Emily Luce, number 5, Lauren Rich, number 6, Caroline Huntenzinger, number 7, Sophia Beeson, number 9, Chloe Sipes, number 10, Megan Luce, number 11, Olivia Walters, and number 12, Tatum Dudley. Again, the head coach here for your Wapahani Raiders is Valerie Wells. Again, tonight's game officials, the up referee, Miss Vivian Malone, and our down referee this evening is Rob Barker. So again, we greatly appreciate you all for tuning in here this evening, supporting us, more importantly, supporting all these wonderful ladies here on both sides for Wapahani and Monroe Central, as tonight's game is officially underway here at 7:21 p.m. here on this Wednesday, September the 20th of 2023. Again, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Orvilius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, as well as our sideline reporters, Emily Manning and Alexia Dobbs. So a 1-0 start here for Monroe Central after the mishit there from Sophia Beeson just a few moments ago. Emily Luce with a setup to Beeson, and that is full steam ahead. Notching 1 kill already on the night. Ties things here at 1. And we'll see Anne-Marie Gibson in here for Wapahani, as well as Beeson, Huntenzinger, Megan Luce, Callie Parker, and then Emily Luce. That was Emily back to serve just a moment ago. And number 6, that is Maggie Haney on the attack. It's that one just a touch out of bounds. Set up there, number 8, Aubrey Johnson gets that one over. Megan Luce here with a set to Anne-Marie Gibson, and the kill from Gibson, 3-1 Wapahani. Fine serve there from Luce. Number 6, Haney will get it over. Parker digs it out. Set on up to Beeson. Oh, heck yes. So 5-2 now, so we'll have number 20. That is Cheyenne Bennett now in for the Golden Bears. And now serving will be number 3, Liz Chamberlain. Again, a sophomore middle hitter for Monroe Central. Received by Luce. And Megan sets it up. There is Sophia Beeson stinging that one. 6-2. Tatum Dudley now in for Megan Luce as number 6, Caroline Huntenzinger will be back to serve. Then Huntenzinger, sophomore here for Wapahani. Tons of talent and one heck of a fine serve. Luce there with a dig. Beeson's going to set it right up there to Parker. She will send it over there from the back row. Haney on the attack. Luce digs it. Huntenzinger sets it. And Beeson will throttle that one off the hand and out of bounds there from Maggie Haney. So another point here for your Raiders. Another one. An ace here from Hunzinger. I like the start here from Wapahani. Such a important key in any game, no matter what sport it is. It's always nice to get off to a good start. And Hunzinger will serve that one out of bounds that time around to make this 8-3. But so important. We've, coming off that 5-set win the other night there at Daleville. Tough, grueling matchup right there. It's always important to get off to a good start, especially coming off a game like that, to where you're not putting so much pressure on yourself from the very start. So 8-4 off the miss hit there from Beeson on the right side. Again, the Bears have number 8, Aubrey Johnson, back to serve. A senior setter here for the Golden Bears. Ooh, very close setup right there, and really led Beeson right into the net. Nice dig there from Hunzinger. Dig that one out of the net, but then Gibson hits that one into the net. Nothing working there for Wapahani. The last 4 points right here. Got to get it going again right here, right now. Nice deflection right there up front by number 20. That was Bennett. All the stuffing from the MEC leader right now. Believe right there, one of the MEC leaders, and Anne-Marie Gibson in blocks. I believe I read she was in the top 5, I believe. And then in the top 10 or 15, I think, in 2A. Been getting it done this year. Not too bad for about a 5'5", 5'6" young lady. That's, again, never really played that position before. That one's going to be hit out of bounds by Maggie Haney. So 10-6, Wapahani here in set 1. Oh, yes. Quite the serve from Beeson. We hope that young lady's all right. But Hendrickson came up on the ball and ends up recording an ace there for Beeson. And a net violation here on the Raiders. So that will make that now 11-7. And no over the net right there. Okay. So they're saying a good ball there for number 20, Bennett. So he ends up getting the kill. And that one's going to be served out of bounds. So again, crucial errors here for Monroe Central. Puts them in a 4-point deficit here. Olivia Walters back into the thick of things here for the Raiders. And we'll have number 3, Anne-Marie Gibson, back to serve. Received there by Haney. Set on there to the right side there, number 20, Cheyenne Bennett. Here's Dudley on the attack. Nice dig out of the net there from Sophia Bolton. Hunzinger over to Rivers. Nice dig this time from number 22, Hendrickson. Right back to her. Gibson digs it. Hunzinger sets it. Rivers puts it down. 13-8 Raiders. Bolton gets to it, and they'll get it back across. Hunzinger there to dig it out. Beeson with a set up to the left-hander, Dudley. And diagonal shot right there. Gibson lays out for it, but unfortunately couldn't quite angle that pass and get enough lift on that to get it up into the air. To be able to give him something to work with here. So number 20, Bennett back to serve. Received by Emily Luce. Hunzinger sets it to the middle there to Rivers. Oh, nice save there from Haney. Back out again, this time to Walters, and that will go straight into the net. Beeson, Hunzinger, Rivers off the top of the net, and that actually was used as a set there to Chamberlain. Again, that deflected up into the air off the top of the net. Chamberlain used it to her advantage and ends up getting a kill and gets Monroe Central now within 2. Dudley on the attack, too strong. Again, couldn't quite get the flick of the wrist right there to have some more downward action on that. And so what was a good start here for Wapahani, had an 8-2 lead at one time, has now dwindled to just a measly 1 point. And then Beeson from the back row. Hunzinger just right over the net. Beautifully done. A well-placed ball and a great time to do that. Caught the Golden Bears off guard. Now number 11, McKenna Hendy, now in here for the first time this evening. Megan Luce back to serve. Off there to the right side there from Haney. Chamberlain will get it over. Beeson, Luce, Rivers, soft touch right there, gets it over, but then quickly returned. Now Walters on the attack as Haney nearly wore that one. And they'll get it back across. Got to put it down right here. Walters does just that. Olivia Walters with the kill. Nice save right there from Hendrickson. But Haney, again, a little off balance. Ends up hitting that one into the net. We're going to get a timeout here from Monroe Central, and we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during this timeout. We do want to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. Obviously, we can't do what we do without them, so we'd like to send out a big thanks here to Dr. Karen J. Wolf, DDSPC. If you're looking for a family-oriented 5-star dental office, then look no further. Make your appointment now with Dr. Karen J. Wolf, DDSPC, located at 3915 Willing Avenue in Muncie, Indiana. Receive great care and leave with a pristine, beautiful smile. You can contact them at 765-288-1560. Their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Thursday. So greatly appreciate them for their sponsorship of us here on the WHS Network. Beeson with the dig. Hunzinger, or Luce, pardon me, sets it up there to Hunzinger. On the attack from the back row, Beeson unable to get that one snuck inside the back line. Shanked off there to the left side. It ends up working out beautifully here for Wapahani. Cami Rivers back to serve, and that was off the side of her hand and into the net. So a tough break there for Rivers. Parker reacclimate herself back onto the floor here for Wapahani. As number 22, Hedley Hendrickson back to serve. Beeson put everything behind that one, but unfortunately straight into the net. And Walters right there from the middle. Big time kill there for Olivia to put the Raiders back on top here by 3. We got Gibson back in the game for the Raiders, and Emily Luce back to serve. And that was shanked off there to the right side and out of bounds. So the Raiders, again, we've got to use this to our advantage. You know, starts to become a part in the game right here where you've really got to get it going and really put some separation in between you and the Golden Bears. You have a 4-point lead right now. Got to look to grow that lead, and Haney will help us out right there by sending that one out of bounds. Shank backwards that time from Hendrickson, another ace. And so exactly what you're looking for right here if you're Wapahani. Again, after only having a 1-point lead at a time. I believe it was a 13-12 lead, if I remember correctly, at one point. We started out 8-2, and then Monroe Central hung right in there, got themselves in a good position, but now Wapahani has come right back and under the net right there on Gibson. To get the point right back there to the Golden Bears as number 20 will sub on to the floor here for, that is Cheyenne Bennett there for number 11, McKenna Hendy. Well, nicely done there as far as the set there from Megan Luce, but then a soft touch from Beeson. Ends up setting it up right on top of the net, and it was a well-executed ball there from Monroe Central. Good job there by Huntsinger. Gets it back over. Haney on the attack. That is blocked by Anne-Marie Gibson. Although rather, they're going to call that a 4-hit on Monroe Central, so no touch there from Wapahani. So that means no block there for Gibson. And we've got Caroline Huntsinger back to serve. Quiet to serve, I'll tell you. It's fun to watch here from behind the service line. Seen that in the junior varsity game here this evening as well, just ripping off ace after ace after ace. So the aces have been dealt as we have now arrived at set point, 24-17. And that's going to do it. 3 consecutive from Caroline Huntsinger. That is how you deal them right there, folks. 25-17. Wapahani takes the opening set. We'll step aside, but don't go anywhere. We'll have set number 2 coming up right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Our company's mantra has been and will always be humans over houses. For the last several years, we have been able to help people follow our mission statement, which is enriching lives by helping people find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate has premier real estate agents ready to assist you with commercial properties, new construction, residential homes, or investment properties, no matter if you are looking to purchase or to sell. We are skilled negotiators. tenacious marketers, and fearless advocates for our clients. We want them to feel the passion we have for what we do and the professionalism we exemplify while we do it. Our clients depend on us to have grit and determination when we represent them. We roll up our sleeves and get to work. Every interaction, every time.
Hi, I'm Tara.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Hi, I'm Seth.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
We stand for doing the right thing, even when it's not convenient. We deliver integrity in all we do through our uncompromising ethical principles and values. Our clients count on us not to only help them buy or sell their home, but to make sure the process is infused with joy. We strive to bring a smile to their faces as they enter the next phase of their lives. Call Next Home Elite Real Estate today. We are here to help you.
All right, folks, welcome back to our Taylor Architects Incorporated game break here as we enter set 2 with Wapahani up 1-0. A very, very, nice set there. When we started off red hot. Then, about midway through again, we kind of got a little lukewarm there. Then ice cold. We let them right back into it. Monroe Central is only down by 1 point there at one time, about midway through. And then, the Raiders had, I think it was a 16-13 lead. And then pushed that throttle a little bit and, was able then to go on to an 8-point victory there in set 1. So nice to see how, he was able to respond after what was a pretty nice little comeback there by Monroe Central. Not that they was out of it by any means, but really, definitely applied the pressure and was, right there within 1. And so it was nice to see Wapahani then answer right back and end up rolling on there to a nice opening set win. So we'll see what set 2 has in store for us here. It's Hadley Hendrickson back to serve. Received there by Emily Luce. Megan there with the set up there to Cammie Rivers. Bolton there to save it. And that was Johnson that was going to get it over right there for Monroe Central. It's a point there for Wapahani. Gives us a 1-0 lead. Bolton there receives it. Close to the net right there on that pass, but Johnson gets it over. And there comes Sophia Beeson leveling another one. And a service there right there for Rivers. So 2-1 we'll have number 1, Callie Parker, return to the floor here for your Raiders, as we'll have number 3, Liz Chamberlain, back to serve for the Golden Bears. Yes. So the Raiders get it done right there, 3-1. Gibson back into the fold of things here for Wapahani. Number 11, McKenna Hendy now in for Monroe Central. And Emily Luce back to serve. Set up to Bennett from the left side, dug out by Parker. Luce there with a set up to Beeson, rears back and lets that net have it. So an ace there for number 8, Johnson. Ties this up at 3. Beeson now right back to her, but was met there by Haney. Bolton now with a set to Maggie Haney that time, and again a nice job there from Huntzinger. And Luce right there to kind of slow things down, but mishandled by Beeson. And now Monroe Central with their first lead here tonight, a 4-3. Emily with a set up there to Hunzinger. And was tipped right back down there. The block from Haney. Loose. Gets it over right there, Megan. So 5-4 now. Tatum Dudley now in for Megan Luce. Also now in for Monroe Central, number 13, Sydney Patterson. Junior defensive specialist here for the Golden Bears. Haney gets it across, Luce with the dig, Hunzinger with a set. And Tatum Dudley will put it down with a kill to even things at 5. And that one's going to be served out of bounds. So Maggie Haney now serving for Monroe Central. And oh my goodness. So Haney served it into the net, but the Raiders will have a rotation violation. What a killer there. We could have gotten ourselves a point to tie it up, but instead we gave them a point after their miscue. Oh, man. So here's Dudley back on the attack. Dug out that time by number 11, Hendy. Hendrickson will get it across. Parker digs it. And Hunzinger probably should have set that one up for the kill. Look at the block, though, from Gibson. Over to Beeson. Oh, yes. Sophia Beeson stung another 7-6. Hunzinger. Loose with a set to Rivers. That one will fall just in front of the outstretched hand of Maggie Haney. So the Raiders will tie it at 7. Be nice to see if Wapahani can go on a lengthy run right here. Nice save, but then the ball ends up coming back down to hit Bolton right in the head. Shank backwards and into the student section there for a souvenir. So an ace for Beeson and a timeout for Monroe Central. We'll go ahead and step aside for a timeout of our own. It is Wapahani 9, Monroe Central 7 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back. And we got back from the air a little bit late right there. The timeout, they didn't even use the full amount of time right there. So 9-8 after the service there from Beeson, as we'll have number 20, Cheyenne Bennett, back to serve. And, well, both teams in the, I guess in the holiday season a couple months early, they give each other 1 point each right there, back to back. 10-8 Wapahani. Walters. Now Haney there from Monroe Central. Beeson will dig it out. Hunzinger over to Dudley. Dug that time by Patterson. And now the left hand, that time from Chamberlain. Free ball action for the Golden Bears. Chamberlain connects a little bit right there, but it was a little bit enough to get the 9th point here in set 2 for the Golden Bears as Sophia Bolton will be back to serve. Rivers unable to get that one across. And so again, another one of these times where, again, just not much flow to this game. Neither team has really gotten on much of a roll. It's been kind of back and forth. Still waiting to see if Wapahani will take charge and really apply the distance here between them and the Golden Bears. Or it'll be vice versa potentially. And that was Dudley there with a good kill there just a moment ago. And that's another ace, this time for Megan Luce. And so again, off the hands of Haney. Popped it up in the air and bounced around in the rafters there a little bit and playing games there with Sydney Patterson. Because when that ball came back down, she couldn't get to it in time. Back to Walters again. Haney will track it down. Nice hustle right there. And that's going to be sent out of bounds. Nice job there by Emily Luce, calling Rivers off to get her out of there and watch that one sail out of play. Oh, that is in there. Riding the sideline. The ace here for Megan Luce as the Raiders continue to deal. And another ace. Nice job of getting that one over there by Hendrickson and laying out full extension on that one. Haney with the dig. Set up to Hendrickson here on the left side. Loose to Loose on a Hunzinger. Yes. That ball was smothered right into the antenna off of Monroe Central. And the Golden Bears will take another timeout. 17-10. Wapahani on top here. Set number 2. The Raiders went on that run that I speaketh of just a few minutes ago. We'll be back with more right after this message. All righty, folks, welcome back. Following the timeout, again, the Raiders on top here by 7. A 7-0 run put together. Oh, yes, Cammie Rivers this time from the strong side. Hendrickson darn near got that one back over. We hope she's all right. She landed in the stand or over here along the bench area. So she looks to be all right. Gotta love the effort right there, though. Set on the Rivers. Haney digs that one out, set up to Chamberlain. Back to Rivers one more time, a little too strong, and no snap of that wrist. They're saying no touch there for Monroe Central, so the point goes to the Golden Bears. And that one served out of bounds. Again, great communication there between Rivers and Luce right there, making sure that neither one of them go after that one. Both of them saying out, out, out. So nicely done right there. 20-12 now as Callie Parker is now in the game and back to serve. Beeson again bringing the hammer. And that looked to have been right on the line, and it was a well-placed ball by Callie Parker for another ace. Soft touch here, Walters. Loose to Beeson. Stung another. 23-12. And substitution here, number 19 was Jaslyn Short, subbing in for the Golden Bears for the first time this evening. So Hendrickson will have a seat. Bolton is chasing that one down as Haney unable to get enough on it. She was kind of backpedaling there. And so again, Monroe Central is really falling off right here. It was tied at 10. And Wapahani has managed to go on a 14-2 run here now for set point. Beeson loose, back to Beeson. Oh, heck yes. Completely demolished that one, 25-12 here for set number 2. As the Raiders take care of business, we'll step aside, and we'll be back here with set number 3 coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back, and we start the third set with a bang with another ace. How about that? Been dealing them all night long. Callie Parker back here to serve. And a miscue there. Chamberlain. Again, the ball was set right up against the net right there. Really nothing you can do about that. Beeson left side attack, dug by Haney. And right back to her, and that's going to hit the left antenna. And a point there for Wapahani. Nice dig there from Emily Luce. Set on to Beeson. Hendrickson from the left side. And nothing available that time around. Again, Hendrickson back in here again after being injured there in that second set after taking a nasty spill over there on the sideline. Really showing quite the toughness right here, and glad to see that, at least as of right now anyway, she's doing better. Never want to see anyone get injured. But again, you do love to see that hustle. So 5-0 there after, again, a miss hit there from Hendrickson. Received there by Bolton. Set on there by Johnson, and free ball action here for the Raiders. Set on to Walters, and hits that one off the top of the net. And so it will be number 22, Hadley Hendrickson, back to serve. Beeson on the attack. Bolton dug it out, but the ball then ricocheted off of a speaker and then back down on the floor. So Beeson with another kill. We've got Emily Luce back to serve. Received by Hendrickson. And then the pass again led Johnson right into the net. She tried to dig it out of there, but to no prevail that time. And so again, quite the start here from Wapahani. We've seen that same thing in the first set, and then we let them right back into it. That's one thing you can't afford to let the opponent do, as Beeson gets it done that time around. The ball was set right on top of the net there after the pass. But especially being in a 2-0 situation, we've got to put this game away. We've got to finish it. Got number 19, Jaslyn Short, now in here for Monroe Central. Also, Cheyenne Bennett returning here as well. And I think they must have ended up calling over the net there on Beeson. Originally they did not. So now it's technically 8-2. We'll have number 11, McKenna Hindy, now in for the Golden Bears. Tatum Dudley subbing in here for Wapahani. And Caroline Huntsinger back to serve. And out of bounds. The serving continues to be quite special here tonight from Wapahani. I mean, we're really applying the pressure, and Monroe Central has not handled it very well at all. So again, when you notice that, what do? You keep at it. And that one will be served out of bounds. Set on to Beeson. Another kill here for Sophia. Cami Rivers will return to the floor here for Wapahani. Off there to the right side. Nice save from Bolton, but Monroe Central will not get it back over. But again, nice hustle there by the young lady. So Hendrickson will return to the floor here for the Golden Bears. We've got number 6, Maggie Haney, back to serve. Luce gets there to receive that one. Rivers gets the cross. Bolton there to Bennett, and that's out of bounds. Anne-Marie Gibson back to serve. And there's an ace. And that's going to force Monroe Central to take another timeout. 14-4 all Wapahani here in set 3. Currently here with a 2-0 lead. We'll be back with more right after this message from the IHSAA.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
All righty, folks, welcome back. And that message being brought to you by the IHSAA. Again, a 14-4 Wapahani lead here in set 3. Definitely in the driver's seat, but we cannot ease off the pedal. You guys remember last week, I had a 2-0 lead over Madison Grant. And, well, it didn't end up finishing too well for us. So we've got to, in some ways, have that in the back of our mind just from the standpoint of now, we have to learn how to finish. You're in a very good situation right now. You've got to take care of business. Another ace, this time from Anne-Marie Gibson. And that one's going to be served out of bounds. So 16-5, we'll have number 3 was Chamberlain returning to the floor for the Golden Bears with number 20, Cheyenne Bennett, back to serve. Beeson, Huntzinger, Dudley. That was met at the net there by Hendrickson. Now to the left side to Rivers. Oh, nice dig again, this time from Haney, but then Hendrickson again unable to get that one to go. And in comes Megan Luce. Megan back set there to Beeson. Oh, yes. 18-5 Wapahani. It's like it was kind of staying out of the way there, Beeson, just a moment ago. Hendrickson gets it across. Beeson loose over to Rivers again. And that's going to fall out of bounds and nearly into the stands. Bolton will track it down. Chamberlain gets it over. Emily Luce to Megan Luce to Caroline Huntzinger. That one deflected out of bounds, and a point there for Wapahani. So another timeout on the floor. Again, we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick timeout of our own. Wapahani 21, Monroe Central 5. You're on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Alrighty, folks, again back at the timeout. A 21-5 Wapahani lead here in the third set. And I'm not sure what in the world happened right there. Miscommunication, though, that's for sure. So 21-6 now. We'll have number 7, Sophia Bolton, back to serve for Monroe Central. And mishandled by Hendrickson. Point there for Wapahani, just 3 points away from a sweep, as the Raiders prepare to get them brooms out. Parker back to serve. And that's going to be hit out of bounds. So we'll have number 22, Hadley Hendrickson back to serve. Sophomore here for the Golden Bears. Received by Emily Luce, set on to Beeson. And I'll tell you what, had she not touched that one, that looked to have been well out of bounds. Worked out beautifully, though, for Beeson and the Raiders this time around. As Anne-Marie Gibson returns to the floor, and we'll have number 4, Emily Luce, back to serve. Bolton sets it up there for Haney. Luce digs it out. Megan Luce sets it up. Anne-Marie Gibson gets it across there. Nice dig from Hendrickson. Haney now on the attack. Luce with the dig. Now Beeson. And they'll get it back across again. One more time. This time to Gibson. Met at the net there by Chamberlain. And that one's in there. That's some good action there on both sides, especially there from Monroe Central. Nicely done there for them. So Chamberlain, I believe, ends up notching the kill right there. Now 23-8. Cheyenne Bennett back in here for the Golden Bears. Number 3, Liz Chamberlain to serve. Parker, Luce on to Beeson, out of bounds. And that one's out of bounds. Nicely done there by Emily Luce. Pull them hands down. Stay away from that one. Number 11, McKenna Hendy back in for Monroe Central. Tatum Dudley for Wapahani. And match point has now arrived here with Caroline Hunzinger, the dealer of aces, back to serve. And that's how you do it. That was a mic drop right there from Hunzinger, and that is how you end it here tonight, folks, as the Raiders get the brooms out and sweep Monroe Central 25-17, 25-12, 25-9. So, folks, make sure to go ahead and stick around here with us. We'll have our Raiders Live post-game show coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. You have 2 choices. Option 1, take 2 nanoseconds to reach over and put on your seatbelt. Or option 2, decide it's too much work for a Saturday and don't put on your seatbelt. As the seatbelt alarm continues to sing the song of its people, you roll your eyes. You're just going down the block, you'll be fine. You take a turn to the left, and that's when you see it.
Just wear your seatbelt. It's an easy way to save your own life. The Indiana Criminal Justice Institute wants to remind you that choices matter. Click it to live it.
Dowd will set it, and Rich will put it down with some authority. A deep 3 from Andrews. Oh, make it rain, baby! Yes! Drives left, kicks it to the corner, to the left wing. The corner, or the wing 3 is up and good. Zoe Swallow dials it up from long range. Payoff pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball, center field. That's going to get out here for Luce. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball. That's going to get through the left side of the infield. That's going to score another run. And that's going to be an RBI single. All right, folks, welcome back here on our Raiders Live post-game show. Again, down on the floor here we have Alexia Dobbs here with head coach Valerie Wells.
Hi, I'm Alexia Dobbs, and I'm here with Raiders head coach Valerie Wells. And what are some key things that the team did tonight that you thought really contributed to the win tonight?
We're really, really good when we eliminate our errors, so just keeping the ball in play is what makes a huge difference, and that obviously is the outcome of the score.
And you've got another big game tomorrow night at Alexandria. What are a few things that we can expect for tomorrow night's game?
Just hopefully the same thing, that we just eliminate our errors, keep the ball in play, and play hard. Trust each other, trust our instincts on what we can do as a team.
All right, I'm going to send it back up to you.
All righty, thank you, Alexia, and thank you, head coach Valerie Wells, again, for just spending a few moments there with us. As, again, we got her thoughts here this evening on the victory. A really nice win here tonight for Wapahani. Again, in straight sets, 25-17, 25-12, 25-9. Now 14-6 on the season. MEC conference record of 7-0, so perfect so far. Hopefully we can keep it rolling here in the right direction. So, nonetheless, another thing, you really want to look at here if you're Wapahani, and like Alexia touched on, got a big game tomorrow night. You're going to be on the road at Alexandria, a tough, very tough matchup. Those two teams, when they get together, you always expect a great game. That's how it's been throughout the years, and we expect much of the same coming up there tomorrow night. Wapahani has got to continue to, again, play to your strengths. Obviously, again, you're going to be without Lauren Rich more than likely tomorrow. Hopefully, she'll be back next week. That's the hope, keeping fingers crossed. But, some girls, are going to have to fulfill other roles that might not have been expected of them before, coming into the night, but that's why you always got to be ready, and it's got to be the next one up mentality. You got to have the thinking of, this is another great opportunity to find a way to get better as a team. Especially in times of adversity, you've got to find, other ways to come through. You necessarily can't always rely on that one person. It's got to be a team effort. That's how you win ball games. This isn't an individual sport. This is a team sport, and you've got to come together as a team. We're right here towards the end of the season. Again, we have roughly about 2 to 3 weeks left of the season, and it's going to be important to see how Wapahani finishes the regular season here. We have again, some tough games coming up. Like I said, tomorrow night at Alexandria. We've got a big county tournament coming up next week. Next Thursday, we drew Delta there in the first round. The winner of that plays Yorktown. We're going to end up doing a preview show next week on that, breaking down the bracket. But it's so important to realize that, again, you think about, the tough games that you have left is all in preparation for postseason play, but you want to end the regular season strong, so then you have some momentum going in to postseason, like I said, here in about 3 weeks. And, you have to take every game, every practice as a learning experience and finding ways to get better individually, but more importantly as a team, because I'm telling you what, we have quite the skill set here. We have a really nice group of young ladies here that, again, when they play the game the right way and they play the game together, they can be very tough. But, a lot of things have to go right, and we have to help ourselves out. We can't, shoot ourselves in the foot here. We've got to continue to get after it and get better every day, and tomorrow will be just another one of those days that we have the opportunity to do that. Again, on the road there at Alexandria. Again, next week we'll be at home Tuesday night against Union. We'll have that one right here on the WHS network. I'm not sure. I highly doubt that we'll be approved to do any broadcasting for the county tournament, but we'll let you guys know. We'll let you know if we are able to, or if we're not, one way or the other. But we'll make sure and relay that information to all you fine folks out there. But we sure do appreciate everyone for tuning in here this evening. Again, a big thanks to all of our sponsors. First and foremost, Taylor Architects, Inc., as well as Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC Salesman, Dale Raines, Next Home Elite Real Estate, Austin Rich, Realtor, also Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, Joe's Barbecue and more, the Selma American Legion, Post 437, Dr. Kara J. Wolf, DDS PC, as well as East Jackson Auto Sales and Alfred Rods and Customs, all proud sponsors. Greatly appreciate them, and we appreciate you all for supporting these wonderful young ladies out here on both sides of the floor here tonight. So, folks, again, until next Tuesday evening, Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius, alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy and our sideline reporters Emily Manning and Alexia Dobbs, saying good night from Raider Gymnasium.